Mavs and Hornets in preseason action from Charlotte. The regular season of the 2021-22 season starts next Tuesday. First rookie to do that since Alvin Adams in 1976. Doncic misfires, kept alive to Porzingis, who's in a much better place.
Dallas Mavericks, if Jason Kidd and all the comments and conversations, he'd like to get Luka Doncic off the ball a little bit more.
And we're actually has a chance to get back to that all-star form that we saw with the Knicks in 2018. Hardaway for three, on target 8. Made 207 threes a year ago. Good look again, and finally Charlotte.
Cody Martin, like if you're playing with somebody who's got that kind of vision, make sure you're cutting to open space.
Short jumper is good.
He was coaching Milwaukee when Kristaps had the major knee injury when he was with the Knicks, and he had dunked on Giannis.
Doncic is 0 for 3 from the floor, and here comes Cody Martin. He'll drive all the way and finish at the rim.
So he's been at the cup, and obviously he clearly, LaMelo, could get to the spots he wants to get to. Nice shot. Martin is playing real finishing at the rim. Right? The first thing James Borrego, when I said what were the marching orders in the offseason, first thing he said was his body. Got to get stronger. It's only
the thing, you know, we're courtside now, where last year we weren't for the regular season. You can tell looking at the upper body of LaMelo Ball, Coach Borrego, about the marching orders for LaMelo Ball in the offseason. Game management, as Doncic with a beautiful look at. Well, nothing's going for Luka tonight. He's 0 for 4. He's going to play about 32 minutes, Jason Kidd told us. LaMelo Ball looked like he
reporting out there. The Inquirer had a piece basically suggesting that he may not get between the lines and play. Is he going to do what James Harden did when he finally got between the lines in Houston, where you basically made it clear, I'm not going to be the same player? Grind it out. You get to 7-game series, and then, you know, Giannis just decides, look out, I'm coming.
Tough shot by Daps. Just how different he looks here. I know it's preseason, I know it's the first quarter, but what are you seeing from
Rich, you know, finally switching jobs? We're the second longest tenured head coaches with one organization. Obviously, Greg Popovich. There's no surprises in terms of when you're going to get your rip and run in the game.
He listed 10 guys as Josh Green to the rim. You see that athletic ability on display on the slam. Green from Sydney, Australia, and the pass a little bit off the mark. You rarely see that from LaMelo, especially with that high flyer at Bridges. Another dunk in transition.
I'll take that. But we talk about game management, right? So is the other team on a big-time run? Can you get yourself and your group?
Here's Powell left alone, and the three is good. Cleveland, no. Ish Smith is there again. Looking to run here with Martin, who flies to the rim. And out of 7 minutes and 38 seconds without a field goal, preseason or not, you just don't see that in the NBA. Doncic beautifully done there. Averaged 8.5 assists per game and over 10 assists in that first-round series last year. Like Bullock and Brown help with perimeter shooting, take some pressure off Doncic. Where'd the Mavs finish in the West? They were 5th last year. Powell finishes in
Phoenix. I mean, Devin Booker breaking his nose, never breathing a word of it. He took multiple shots and I loved it.
It was a breakout year for Booker, and this guy's only, what, 24, 25 years old? Smith with the lob. Martin came down with it and kicked it back out to McDaniels. And the three goes, the first. And McDaniels' brother, Jaden, a member of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jalen played at San Diego State. Jaden played at Washington.
That's almost exactly the descriptor that Kevin Durant put on him. Talked about, you know, you don't speed him up. And next thing you know, you're on his hip and you're in jail.
Just got his first field goal of the night. There's Plumlee with a follow. Doncic again. Gets past 3 guys out to Porzingis, and the 3 is money. Tough cover here for Smith. Plumlee with a double. Brunson for 3, got it.
So again,
Doncic. Here comes the double. Doncic shoots and scores. First 17 will be away from home. Mavs open up next Thursday at Atlanta. Doncic, step back three for Plumlee is good. That he played basically every game for Denver last year.
Well, I think it may have, obviously, no question it played a part, because they were hovering in the 4th and 5th spot of the East. You know, taking everybody by surprise.
Wow, Dwight Powell, the picture of an improving player.
Okay, and can we just talk about how great Gary Payton is?
Only in his 4th year. But there's some that say when it's all said and done, he's going to be pretty high up on that list. But you put him in there now.
Right. I mean, the question becomes, it's Luka, you know, somebody else, Trey, name it. You know, what if, God forbid, a career-ending injury and you...
Yeah, that ended a drought of 8 minutes and 44 seconds without a bucket going back to the first half. Plumlee, the little push is home office set up, and we'd always ask, you know, what is that? What do you call that? And he said that's the room that Patrick Ewing built. Empty possession there. Boy, that was brutal.
Yeah.
Hardaway, long three from the S at Spectrum. But
to the peak, and they're down, and there's a sea of orange in Thompson Bowling Arena. Pat Summitt's being the great Pat Summitt, like up and down the sideline to put UConn up. And she turns around, and over the top of the bench of UConn, or Tennessee, just screams, "This is my blankety."
Talking that she did and still does. No, Luka does that. You see that from Doncic a lot. Brunson with a short jumper.
Who does that? Not many 18-year-olds in that rivalry.
Everybody knew right away, though, she was going to be one of the best of all time. As Bouknight gets to the rim and puts it in.
Well, he's
goes to the left hand. Richards no good on the putback. And Bouknight slow to get up. Nice finish on the other end. And obviously the health of Zion Williamson is always going to be a big storyline. And our friend and colleague Chauncey Billups-Brown, who was back and forth with the G League and with the Oklahoma City Thunder as a starter, he's out there as well. And they're going to count that one. Moses has some
surveys say. I think he was right at the top of the list. He and Giannis.
The youngest player ever to earn multiple first 3 seasons, signed that 5-year, $207 million max contract back on August 10th. Free ball goes for Sterling Brown. Auburn, the 2nd-round pick of Detroit. Thor grew up in Alaska. Lob to Brown. Nice job. Nice finish. First team all G League last year when he was playing there. Nice move that time.
Tell our viewers what Bill Walton called him.
Well, they couldn't pronounce his last name in all of our games that we did of the Oregon Ducks last year. So Bill Walton just called him. Ntilikina knocks down the 3.
Nice pass by Willie Cauley-Stein. That's nicely done.
From the Lakers. How do you see that playing out? And also Carmelo Anthony being there as well.
Yeah, well, number one, I think you saw this a little bit last night because I was watching.
Fresh faces in the NBA, the rookies before the break. Kate Cunningham and Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Jonathan Kuminga. Can't wait to watch all those guys.
First matchup. And, you know, Jalen Green is like, I was the best player in the draft. Cade believes it as well. So that'll be like a fun.
That would be entertaining, though, here to boost the ratings and have you try that in game. Feel free. With the high heels and all. Well, in fact, our producer just said we're doing that out of the next break. Dad, a former NFL player. Offensive lineman. Here's Brown.
That's nice.
Skill there. PR on ESPN. Moses Brown with a rejection of Bouknight. Hunt in transition. Put it up there for himself. And slammed it down. Charlotte. Well, the fans were hoping the Hornets would hit 60. They did not. And this one comes to an end with the score, Dallas 127, Charlotte 59.